It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Atlanta Hawks today. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday Night Hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. And for the Nets. And here's Atlanta. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And guys, just look at the turnover stats in that game. You're not going to win giving it up as many times as they did.
Not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense on your end and force more turnovers for the other side. That's the only way you're going to get that thing squared away.
On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague out there with Bellinelli. And it's Turner in at the small forward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Alexander from down in the low post. It goes.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Teague kicks to Millsap. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. That's 7 points for Paul Millsap.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Screen by Young. Freak with it. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Al Horford with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Millsap a screen. Here's Teague. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Alexander. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Turner dishes to Horford. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Alexander. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
And I like the job the defense did to not let him have it. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Teague drives in, misses off the right iron. Nets trail by 5. Here's Alexander. 6 points for him. A baseline J, and he connects with the jumper. Alexander's got 8 points. Hawks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And Turner kicks to Millsap. Millsap a screen. Teague left side. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Now here's Freak. Teague covering. Alexander, no luck. The Hawks leading by 5. That's a 2 from Bellinelli. The shot is off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And that was one that just got out of control for them. And when the lead got big, it almost seemed as if they just mailed it in.
Yeah, it appeared to me as well that they kind of gave in. And I understand it's hard to try to come back, but you've got to show more fight than they did.
Teague 11 feet away. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Now here's Freak. 8 points for him. There's the bucket. Good.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Teague kicks to Turner. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Millsap a screen to the left wing. Teague with a clean look. And it's off from three-point range. Now here's Freak. T covering. And here's Freak. He's got 10. Boom, he chains it straight down.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
When they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And let's briefly take a look at the stats for Turner. His last 10 games, up about 10 points a night, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
Spates checked in for Brooklyn. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Jeff T. Dishes to Freak. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Alexander's got 14 points for the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Baseline try, and that one's good. Millsap. He's got 9.
That's just run of the mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Now, Freak. He's got 14. Goes up the baseline. That's good on the jump shot.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Outside Turner. Kicks it to Bellinelli. He dishes it to Schroeder. To the inside. Young with the steal. Freak with it. 16 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Good work defensively by Turner. The Hawks have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Schroeder kicks to Turner, and it's going to be a 3-second call. And let's take this moment to check out the point guards with the highest shooting percentage from the last 10 games. Freak, number 1.
And he's been even more accurate with his shooting than he's been with his passing. Just a terrific percentage from the field.
And, Greg, this isn't a power forward we're talking about. I mean, this is a point guard.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll.
League stats over the last 10 games. Second in scoring. Third in free throw percentage. And they're a top 10 team in three-point shooting.
And you talk about scoring. Tough to beat a team that can fill it up at all levels. Every time you get a bucket, they're coming right back at you. And you know what? Highlights don't get any more spectacular than that one.
Yeah, he left the defender pretzeled up and then punched it down.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Alexander. And rattles out the dunk. You know, the layup might have been a better shot for him. Here's Schroeder. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Millsap misses.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Can't hit.
Well, he gets gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Scotty's checked in for Paul Millsap. Brooklyn trailing. There's a minute left here in the first quarter. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. The three, and that's good for 3 points. Nice shot from Alexander. Alexander's got 23 points. And stolen by Freak. In transition, here come the Nets. Freak with the ball. 24 seconds left to play here in the first. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. He lays it in.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story.
All right, now, I want everyone here at the Barclays Center to welcome to the court.
So far, tested game as we get the second quarter from for the Nets.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Alexander, he's in a point guard. Kyle Quinn out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Quincy Pondexter. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors got the job done. He had 49 points and was just a menace defensively and came away with a bunch of steals. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Baseline J on the way, and he gets the bucket. Alexander's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Nets. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Shooter passes to Olynyk. Good.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Nets leading by 3. Now here's Freak. 27 points for him. Lopez a screen. Here's Alexander, and it's good. The time running down in the shot clock. Alexander's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets. Schroeder kicks to Cephalosha. He feeds it to Scott. Trying to find Schroeder, gets it to him. Down low, here's Olynyk. Drops it in from 11 feet. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here's Freak. He's got 29 points. Just 5 on the clock. Rebound by Olynyk.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it. Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Now, Freak. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. That drops.
And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
6 of their last 10 points have come by way of the two-pointer. So a moment now to see the story on Jeff Teague. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's averaging 14 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Nets leading by 3. Freak with it, picked up by Turner. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Turner with the steal. Floats one, and it's Teague. That time on the assist by Turner. 6 points for Teague. The Nets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Now here's Freak. Turner covering. Here's Alexander, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
They get it again, and it's sent back by Lopez. Some firepower, Clark, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Alexander gets the bucket.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The Hawks trail by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Millsap a screen. T dishes to Millsap. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
I tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away.
We got to be more physical on defense.
How about how he capped?
They are getting to the middle of the
Almost
floor.
like the 1-2 punch.
The Nets making a switch here. Sims is checked in. Nets leading by 5.
Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Freak with it. 37 points for him.
Sticking too much.
A beautiful reverse layup. Alexander's got 39.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Freak. He's got 39 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Freak with it. Millsap on him. Just 5 to shoot. And Freak throws it down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Horford, no luck.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Brooklyn. And so we conclude the... We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show. Alexander's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. The Hawks trail by 15 on the court for Atlanta. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Bellinelli is out there with Teague, and it's Turner in at the 3 spot.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Here's Alexander. 43 points in the game. 6 to shoot. can't hit. Great D that time from Teague.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Shot's good by Turner. Nets leading by 13. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Now here's Freak. Teague covering. The rebound by Turner.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the dunk or the foul.
Bellinelli gets the bucket. The Nets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Lopez a screen. Now here's Freak. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Bellinelli passes to Teague. Feeds it to Bellinelli. Here's Millsap. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
And the Hawks making a change here. Cephalosha's checked in. And here's Freak. He has 45 points. Traps in the tray. Alexander's got 48.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
They break it out 5 on 3. Screen by Young. Now here's Freak. Teague covering. Alexander, no luck. The Hawks trail by 15. Now the dish to Cephalosha. The Hawks again can't hit.
I'll tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Now Freak. Non-stop scoring machine here. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Spates checked in for Brooklyn. Pondexter comes in for Freak. Atlanta also making some changes here. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Al Horford. And Al Horford is checked in for Atlanta. Alexander in at point guard. Henry Sims out there with Young. And it's Norris in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Schroeder. Freak with it. And he goes in for the dunk.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. For the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Hawks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered by Alexander. And he gets it to go.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, guys, we had to take flight to get to this game tonight, but here's a guy who simply takes flight and flies at will on the basketball court. I mean, it's pretty surreal to watch a guy who can elevate to that level.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
Looking at the game Horford's been having, he has 12 points and the 1 steal.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, I'd probably lean towards the offensive performance.
Well, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go to the other side because he's been just as impressive, I think, at the defensive end.
Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Atlanta also making some changes here. Mike Scott's checked in for Millsap, and it's Solomon Hill in for Dennis Schroeder.
That's 2 shots, gentlemen. Personal foul. Shooting for Brooklyn.
And that one falls for Alexander. Atlanta making a switch here. Bellinelli's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. The Hawks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Teague with the ball. Out defended by Freak. Here's Hill. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. First free throw is good.
At the line for the Nets, Solomon Hill.
Both free throws good from Hill. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Now here's Freak. Teague covering. Now here's Freak. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in. Alexander's got 59 points.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
And Bellinelli kicks to Cephalosha. Bellinelli dishes to Scott. Makes a big high bounce and goes in.
They're down right now, trying to stay in the game with the 3 ball. They've shot a lot more here in the second half than they did in the first half. And I'm not sure I agree with that strategy.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
Teague can't hit.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Pass to Bellinelli. Inside. Hill kicks to Bellinelli. Pick up by Hill. The pass to Scott. From the stripe. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Scott's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Here's Alexander. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching. Not while the ball's in his hands.
Here's Cephalosha. Here's Scott. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Now here's Freak. Teague covering. And here's Freak. And Freak throws it down hard.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Brooklyn.
I agree, Steve, and this is a game where the defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for him too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, Greg, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Freak. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Free throw line jump shot. Scott makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Launches a three, and there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from Alexander.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
No good. And so it's Brooklyn Heat.
Well, congratulations on the win and for setting your season high in points scored for yourself. Would you say this is the best game you've played this year?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith with a freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. Moments away, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Checking out Brooklyn, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. Well, certainly the Timberwolves have one of the best young cores in the league now. Kenny, how well do Wiggins and Towns pair up with each other now and down the road?
Wow, young team. However, these two young guys can be superstars in this league, especially Wiggins. Wiggins can handle the scoring load, and Towns is learning his way, playing against guys his size, his strength for the first time on a consistent basis. But he's been solid. He's a solid defender, and this is going to be a good team down the line.
Both guys can play multiple positions on the floor, so they'll have a ton of flexibility as the team grows. You know what their favorite sitcom is?
What's that?
The Young and the Restless, baby.
Oh, I like that. That should be their new nickname, The Young and the Restless.
That's a good one.
Well, that's all up to your opinion, I reckon. Let's go courtside to Kevin Harlan.
Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
Nice clean game, huh?
And for the Minnesota Timberwolves, they want to turn the season series around as they in for Jarrett Jack. Here's Galloway. 8 points his last outing, setting the floor for the Nets. Alexander, he's in at the point. Young is out there with Brook Lopez, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 spot. And he gets it to go.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Inside and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Freak. 6th in three-point field goal percentage, 9th in steals, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And, back to his efficiency from 3. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really not having any success.
6 on the shot clock, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
As a matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. It's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
And now it's a double-digit lead. Alexander's got 5 now.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Here's the screen. Here's Levine. Lopez covering. Lopez with the block.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying. To find its way.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, I had a chance to catch up with the Minnesota Timberwolves head coach. He's been chewing over the best plan of attack against this defense with all that shot blocking inside. He said the big thing is we can't play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. Kevin, we'll see if they can turn the tables this time around and even the season series. Back to you.
Terrific, Doris. Thanks. They put a lot of thought into how they're going to match up against the opposing defense, guys.
And so they should, because that's what it's going to take. This is such a tough D to break down. They're going to have to play a smart game offensively.
Well, there's no denying that. I mean, you're not going to get by on skill alone. I mean, you've got to have the strategy and the skill working together.
There's Galloway, defended by Alexander, and that one's good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Too long in the paint, he's hit with a 3-second violation. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
With a break in the action, let's see which teams have come away with the most steals in the NBA this season. The 4th spot held by the Nets.
One of the things that's made this team so effective is their ability to get takeaways. I mean, they do an excellent job defending the ball and also jumping into the passing lanes, and they're all together defensively. That's one of the reasons they're amongst the league leaders in steals.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the night. Nets leading by 8. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And so he hits the technical free throw. Here's Alexander. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from the baseline. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
They set the pick. Elbow shot. Kept alive. Nets leading by 11. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Nets have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Ilyasova. And then for Brooklyn, Spates comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Bogdanovich in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Nets shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Walker's checked in. The pass to Bogdanovich. The three-pointer off the mark. Look at Minnesota. They took the win in their last game against the Trailblazers.
And offensively, everything they did seemed to just come together beautifully. They threw a lot of things at the wall, and most of it stuck.
Yeah, it did stick in high-quality fashion, too. I mean, a multifaceted approach like that takes a really sophisticated, locked-in defense to stop it. That certainly wasn't the case that day.
The kick out to Walker. A 3-ball. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Freak with it. 15 points in the game. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got the chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach had to say to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach is looking for something special from him. He's usually not their main option at the offensive end, but it looks like he's going to be today. The other thing he stressed was the need to be disciplined on offense. He asked for good ball movement and good shot selection. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Zhang, a screen. Levine kicks to Walker. Here's Babbitt with the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Babbitt's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Now here's Freak. 19 points in the game. And he dunks it down.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Walker with a clean look. Had the space there, but it's offline.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Here's Alexander. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against the Atlanta Hawks.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Alexander, no luck.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release. If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Just a fantastic game for Freak. He has 23 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
Darrell Wright's checked in for Wiggins, and he gets it to go.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Alexander gets the bucket.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Here's Levine, and again it's Minnesota. Nets leading by 10. Now, Freak, 27 points for him. The three, and he gets it to go.
Let's go.
Alexander's got 30.
Alexander. All right, Target Center. Coming out of the court now are your Timberwolves dancers. Come on, give it up.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
This has been a shooting.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Towns. Luke Babbitt comes in for Ilyasova. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Wright, and Zach LaVine subbed in for Walker. The athletic duo of LaVine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Zhang is out there with Luke Babbitt, and it's Callaway in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Nets leading by 8. And here's Freak, 30 points in the game. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He said, take a seat, young fella, and just enjoy the show.
Broke those ankles and then detonated at the rim. That's how you do it, Greg. That's exactly how you do it. They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Nets shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Clock at 6. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills. Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Stolen. 3-on-3. Pass to Levine. On the wing, Wiggins. Kicks to Galloway. Pulls up. High post. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. Nets leading by 8. Here's Alexander. He's got 34. Five to shoot. Fires the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
To the middle. Galloway with the bucket.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Oh, here's Freak. He's covered closely. The shot's good from O'Quinn. O'Quinn's got his first 2 points of the night.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, it seems like they're getting a little fat and sassy here, complacent in the second quarter.
Yeah, we've seen their free throw attempts stagnate, not getting much going on inside. They can't get too comfortable.
Brooklyn leading by 9. 1:46 left in the first half of the game. They set the pick. Shot on the wing. That's good. Alexander's got 39.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Bean passes to Dang. The dish now to Babbitt. Jang a screen. The 11-footer. Babbitt's shot is off.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Levine kicks to Galloway. Pass to Babbitt. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Babbitt's got his second basket of the night.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
Here's Alexander, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Punches it down with pop.
And rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Nets leading by 11. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 6 to shoot. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Levine kicks to Galloway. The three-pointer off the mark. That'll do it for the first half. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second. Minnesota making some changes. Jang, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Wright comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And Walker subbed in for Langston Galloway. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Alexander in at shooting guard. Bogdanovich out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Jarrett Jack. And it's Spates in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest. Like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks just played phenomenal. He had 70 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
Yeah, but they've been killing it from the free throw line tonight. Those points keep adding up as we go along.
The Nets making a switch here. Pondexter's checked in. Freak with it. 43 points in the game. And he slams it one-handed.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. And you talk about huge single-game scoring performances like we're watching here tonight. Going back, only one play. Think of this. Only one play in NBA history to go triple digits. And that's the Big Dipper. Wilt Chamberlain on March 2nd, 1960.
Truly an iconic record. I mean, 100 points. I mean, it's hard to wrap your mind around. But Wilt was a man among boys, a player who changed the way an entire sport was played. Truly a revolutionary.
Move the ball. Stick it to Mike.
Fires from the wing. The shot no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand. And it's Walker penetrating. Feeds it to Towns. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Luke Gavitt is checked in for Minnesota. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Levine. No good on the three.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3 ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Go. And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. Freak, number 1.
And he's been even more accurate with his shooting than he's been with his passing. Just a terrific percentage from the field.
And, Greg, this isn't a power forward we're talking about. I mean, this is a point guard. He's knocking down shots from 20 feet like they were layups.
For Minnesota, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Three-pointer, and good on the basket. Book it. Alexander's got 50 points.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Here's Levine. Soft touch off the glass.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Towns got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor. Brooklyn with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now here's Freak. Non-stop scoring machine here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. There's Galloway. Takes the three. He got it up in time.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Timberwolves.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. He's checked in for Minnesota. Wright comes in for Luke Babbitt. Spates checked in for Brooklyn. Alexander comes in for Jarrett Jack. They've got Gorgie Dang. He's out there with Towns. Terrell Wright is out there with Wiggins. And it's Galloway in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Freak with it. Now Wright defending. Here's Alexander. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
That will count. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Timberwolves.
Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. Minnesota making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Lopez, he's checked in for Spates. And Alexander subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Wiggins dishes to Levine. It's tipped. Lopez with the steal. Now Freak. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And, Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Off his foot, and the official saying it was kicked. Ilyasova, he's checked in for time. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Clark, a double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew.
Think you want to get rich. You don't really want.
You're always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do, you know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, you know. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, every level you reach, you're going to come against obstacles, and you have to combat those.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Golden State Warriors at Oracle Arena. And for Golden State, a strong stretch of play for this team, winning 6 of their last 7. They're playing at a high level, no lack of confidence going into tonight's game. And coming out of the All-Star break, most players have gotten a chance to rest up a little bit. Shaq, you rarely got a chance to feel what that's like.
You know, if you're playing in the All-Star game, your body does not get to rest. But you shouldn't complain. The fans voted you in. It's a moment that will never come again to some of these players, enjoy it. But mentally, you do get a break from having to go out and win key games.
Yeah, on one hand, rest does help. I would say that. But on the other hand, you definitely, as a team and as an individual, have to get back into a rhythm. So starting strong after the All-Star break.
Freak, what's good? You look distracted, man. Everything okay?
Yeah, just got a few things going on off the court.
Yeah, I've heard. Word gets around. Gotta put that stuff aside and be ready to play each night, though.
Yeah, I know. I'll be ready.
Hey, even though we're about to teach you guys a lesson, I'm here if you need it, man.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. And we'll be the ones teaching the lesson tonight, so I hope you're ready.
In your dreams, Freak.
Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. First game back in Golden State for the Warriors. They're ready to play. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced.
Quincy Carnex, Freak.
Nets trail by 7. Freak with it. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Inside, it's stolen by Green. Here's Barnes. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Thaddeus Young. The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Nets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Now here's Freak, guarded by Curry. And here's Freak. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. That's good. Alexander's got his first 3 points of the game.
And checking out the numbers for Lopez. He showed up every night and some worthy performances over the last month. Averaging about 15 points, 7 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in.
Boy, this has been a bumpy start for them, to say the least, in this quarter.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's their 4th turnover, and we've barely gotten started.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Alex